Welcome to War and Pieces. Well, it's finally come a time where I needed to talk about something, and we can't even talk about war games unless we talk about the holy grail of what is considered war games, and that's Squad Leader / Advanced Squad Leader. This is, when at its height and its powers, and the height of the wargaming genre, this was the holy grail. People looked to this game for the most realistic, and it has such a fanatical, loyal following, and it's just amazing the things that they've been able to do. Well, I've held off on it for a while because I wanted to get all the components that I thought I would need to get started with it, and by doing that, I wanted to start with the Advanced Squad Leader, which is available to you. I mean, I could do Squad Leader, and you can find that on eBay, but it's out of print. It doesn't really exist anymore, and ASL has passed it by. So I wanted to show you the full second edition rule book, the very first module with it, and I wanted to talk about the starter kits. So why don't we head down to the table and take a look at that stuff, and then we'll talk about it as soon as I get done showing you everything. Let's head down to the table. Now here you can see I finally got my hands on the ASL Advanced Squad Leader Rulebook 2nd Edition. This is not for the weak of heart, I will be honest with you. This comes with everything, and it is beautifully done by Multi-Man. Really just put together correctly with every chart that you can imagine in full color. And I'm not going to go through every single chart because we would be here for days. But fold-outs on how to do off-board artillery, player aids, everything that you need to really get into this. This is one of those games that is the benchmark. This is when, for war gamers, this is the holy grail. If you can understand this, you can understand anything. This is about as realistic as you can get, and people hold this game very dear to their heart. Advanced Squad Leader is just an unbelievable game, and you can see just the introduction, as you can see, is 2 long pages. But everything is broken down. It gives you infantry and basic rules, then terrain, ordnance, off-board ordnance, how to handle vehicles, miscellaneous such as night battles, weather, ski troops. I mean, very, very detailed, to the point where it breaks down theaters, North Africa, Pacific, how to design your own, campaign play, which is very, very, very big. Doing it online. They have tournaments at major wargaming conventions. This is about as in-depth as you're going to get, and as you can see, this just the rule book alone was $50, and it is worth every bit of it because it breaks everything down and is very detailed. Now, of course, this is as intimidating as anything can ever be, but they were smart with starter kits, such as you see right here. An Advanced Squad Leader starter kit. This is the first one. There are 3 of them. So let's take a quick look at this. Now, Squad Leader, Advanced Squad Leader especially, is known for how heavy it is and how detailed it is. And the nice thing about these starter kits is what they do is they take and they break everything down. This first one will handle a certain amount of rules. So as you can see, where we were looking at the big book over there, it was filled with rules. This is only approximately, I'd say about 11 pages. And very detailed, shows you how to play out certain scenarios and how to use your troops. It takes you to a certain point, and then you would move on to the second starter kit, and then finally the third. It also comes with, as you can see, enough chits to get going, some starting scenarios, one on both sides, and you would play these through all the way through, and you would start to get the feel and the hang of the rules. They're very simple. As you can see, not a lot of troops, so good for maneuvering and trying different things out and making sure that you get the hands on it. The maps, which you can always buy the heavy-duty maps if you want to invest and you find that this is something that you are very, very passionate about. As you can see, nice paper maps for starting, very simple. Some nice starter kit data reference cards, very detailed, to the point, breaking down every chit that you want so you understand what your squads are made up of, with all their numbers. Like this number here is firepower, smoke exponent, their normal ranges, their morale number, which morale plays a big part in this game, and of course another map and the complementary die. So these nice starter kits are very, very simple, very easy to get into it, not intimidating, and just something that you can really, really sink your teeth into and really start to see if this is the type of game for you. They're not very expensive. There are 3 sets. There's a starter kit 1, 2, and 3, and then that'll take you to see if you want to move on to even bigger things, like the very first box. As you can see, the first ASL module, which is Beyond Valor, which is the Russian and German front, and you get mucho in here. You get 10 map boards, you get 13 counter sheets, 24 ASL scenarios, and 4 6-sided dice. Just everything that you can really want to get started with this game, and we've got one of these, and we are going to be going through all this. So what we plan on doing in the future is going through all these and making this a lot less intimidating, because I looked on YouTube and nobody's really breaking this down. So I'd like to really break this down and see if it's something that you and maybe your kids would really enjoy. So let's take it up top and get my final thoughts. So there you have it, a quick look at things. You can see how big and intimidating the full rule book is, and that's what the beauty is that they were able to come out with these smaller sets, these starter kits, where you just take a portion of the rules and take them in sections. And that's what we're going to do, and that's what I think we're going to do with our War and Pieces segment. Is each and every week we're going to go over and we're going to go through all the rules of each starter set, so you can get a feel if this is something that you and your kids would like to do, if something that you would like to kind of evolve into. Now there's a lot of lighter games out there that are fantastic, like from Academy Games, or Flying Frog Games has something, Flying Pig Games, excuse me, 65, which I think is a really easy game to kind of work your way into. I think these things are really great to start with, but if you have that bug where you already tried that stuff and you want to go deeper, you want to test yourself, and a friend or a son or daughter, and you guys want to take it to the next level, this is the next level, and we're going to go over it. We're going to break it down, make it easy so everybody understands it, and see if it's for you. It may not be, but this wouldn't be a wargaming show unless we covered this. So that's it for this week's War and Pieces. Thanks everybody for watching this. I really appreciate it, and until next time, I'm Rob Warren, and we will see you soon.